Hello, good viewers. Hello, welcome. Into this tutorial, we are going to be solving for the possible values of x. We have to be very careful here. Majority of students fail these particular questions. So we have x root x equals x plus root x. So what's the value of x? So what we are going to do here is that I want us to rewrite this equation. We have root x here, I have root x here. I can transpose this one to this side. I'm going to have a minus x root x minus root x, then I'll be left with x here. So now from there, so the next thing we are going to do, since we have x here and I have x here, so let me factorize the x house. So now x root x divided by this, we're going to be having x, then this divided by this, I'm going to be having minus 1, right? Then after that, what's the next thing to do? And I have what? I have x here. So now the next thing I'm going to do here is that, so let me get rid of this square root. Okay, so now getting rid of this, I'm going to square the both sides of the equation. That is x minus 1, everything like this, all squared. Then I must square this side too. So now from there, the next thing we are going to do, so I'm going to, if you remember from the law of indices, if you have a multiplied by b all squared, this is going to be a squared multiplied by what? B squared. You're going to distribute this over this. So I'm going to distribute this 2 over this. I have root x all squared and x minus 1 all squared, then equals, here will be a squared. Are you following? So now from there, what are we going to do? You can see that this, we cancel this. We have x into x minus 1 all squared, and we have what? We have x squared here. Are you following now? So now from here, you know, okay, let me bring this out so that you see what exactly what I'm saying. So I can rewrite this equation as having this x squared equals x into bracket x minus 1 squared. So you know that actually we have x here, we have x here. So some people, we said since we have x here, we are going to divide through by x so that this equation will be reduced, and that is a very big mistake, right? Don't do cancellation. Don't do cancellation, I beg of you. If you do that, you are going to miss a solution. Out of the possible solutions you're going to have, so you're going to miss a solution, right? So now, and that is an obvious solution. So now let's see what I'm going to do here. I can take everything here to the right, to the left hand side. I have x squared minus x into bracket x minus 1 all squared. You can see that everything is going to be 0 here. So now from here, what are you going to do? We can see that we have x here, we have x here. X is actually common, that is x dot x will give us x squared minus x into x minus 1 all square equals 0. So we can see x is here, x is common here. Let us factorize x out again. X, I have x minus, everything here will be x minus 1 all squared equals 0, because we've already factorized x out. So here this is 0 form equation. So we state that we can have two solutions. We have x to be equal 0, and we have x minus 1 all square equal what? Equal 0. Are you following? So now from there, what are we going to do? So we try to open this bracket. We have x minus, so now open this bracket now. So this is going to be, we're going to use this method here. We're going to use this one here, a minus b all squared. This is going to be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, right? That is what we are going to use here. This is going to be x is this, we have x squared, then minus 2x plus 1, right? Plus 1, then we're going to have this. So now let's come from here. So we have x minus, minus time, this is going to be minus x squared plus 2x then minus 1 equals 0. Are you there? So now from there, so let's try to rearrange by saying we should take, because this negative here is a problem here. So let's say we rearrange. If you take everything to the right hand side, it will be x squared. But here and this one is going to be, okay, let me take all of this to the right hand side first. If I take this one, it will change to positive. If I change this one, it will change to negative. If I change this one, it will also change to negative. If I change this one, if I take this one to the other side, this one will be 1, then we have equals 0. So therefore here we're going to have x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. Then we have this equation now. So is this equation now we are going to solve. We're going to solve this further completely. So x equals 0 is our possible value of x. That is the first one, that is x1 equals to 0. So now here we are going to use quadratic formula here. So therefore we need the coefficient of x and the constant term, which is a will be 1 here, b is what is minus 3, while c is what is 1. So now from the formula we're going to have x to be minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac then over what, over 2a, over 2a. So now from there, what are we going to have? So we're going to see that we are going to have, x will be minus b is minus 3 here, we have minus right, plus or minus b square is minus 3 squared, then minus 4, a is 1, c is also 1, then divided by 2 times what, times 1. So now from there we have x equals 3 plus or minus, we have what, 9 minus what, minus 4. Are you following? Because 4 times 1 times 1 will give us 4, we have 2. So now from there we have x equals 3 plus or minus 9 minus this, we have 5 divided by 2. So we have x to be equals 3 plus root 5 over 2 and x to be equals 3 minus root 5 over 2. So therefore, so we have x1 here, we have x2 here, we have x3. So finally, so now we can see that according to what we have here, we have x1 to be equals to 0 here. So we can have x2, we can have our x2, these are x2 here. So our x2 is 3 plus root 5 over 2, s is 3 plus root 5 over 2, that is x1. Then we have x3 to be equals 3 minus what, 3 minus root 5 over 2, 3 minus root 5 over 2. So now these are the solutions. So we have our solutions here. So we have x1 to be 0, x2 to be 3 plus root 5 over 2, and x3 is 3 minus 5 root 5 over 2. So therefore, that means if you actually cancel out the value of x, so from here, do you understand? It shows that the first solution here will be missed out and is still part of what, of the solution. Okay, so that's the end of the class. If you find the class very interesting, kindly share this class to your colleagues. Then also, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit on the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we upload a new content. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.